What's good, family? IOBA. My name is TC. You know, I'm sitting here doing some research, and I came across a clip from an old movie called A Soldier Story. Had a dude named Adolf Caesar and a young Denzel Washington, and a couple of other really great guys that turned out to be really, really good actors. This was when they was young. This movie came out in the early 90s, I believe. Might have even been in the 80s. But anyway, um, that ain't what I want to. This kind of dovetails into what I'm talking about. What I want to talk about, though, and who I want to talk about is this cat that comes across my page named Nick Fuentes. I made a video about his monkey ass the other day, arguing with Candace Owens. But I came across another video where he was doing one of his little rants against black conservatives. And he was talking about Larry Elder and Candace Owens and Jesse Lee Peterson and a whole bunch of other, black conservatives. Now, I done made a bunch of videos talking about how white conservatives don't really care for them. They call them traitors. They call them useful idiots. They call them traitors to their own people, which is kind of what they are. But I want to talk about Nick Monkey Ass, because Nick Fuentes has to be one of the dumbest conservatives out there. For somebody that thinks he's so intelligent, for somebody that loves to talk about how intelligent he is on the basis of his whiteness. His white skin is the basis and the source of his intelligence, if you listen to him talk. But when you listen to him talk and the words that come out of his mouth, my damn do-rag crooked, and the words that come out of his mouth, he pretty goddamn stupid, pretty ignorant, pretty ill-informed, if you start to dissect some of the shit he say. You know what I mean? Because he come out talking to people just as ignorant as he is, and he says shit that's been totally and completely debunked, been debunked for years, and he's still pushing it as his reasoning to think that white folks is so much smarter than everybody else. I told y'all where I come from. And I ain't met that super genius white dude yet. You know what I mean? I ain't met him or her. Now, I ain't claiming I'm the smartest brother in the world, but I do know some shit. This young kid knows nothing. This young kid knows nothing. All he has is a basic understanding of what the hustle is. And the hustle is to dump on black people. And for example, Nick Fuentes called Candace Owens and all of them, he called them Uncle Toms. He said the year the Uncle Tom grift is over. First, he got the story fucked up. It's Sambo, not Uncle Tom. Yeah, exactly. And see, he don't dig deep enough to really know that shit. He just thinks he knows what black people think. He thinks he knows what we talk about. He thinks he knows more than any black person could ever know because of our black skin. A motherfucker like Nick Fuentes, and the dude's name is Fuentes, not Anderson. You feel me? Nick Fuentes think that the louder he talk, the more people believe him. But he called Candace Owens all kinds of B's and everything, all out of name and everything. I mean, I don't see where it changed her political views any. But I think it's too late for her anyway because she's already burned the bridge between her and the black community. She tried to rebuild it, but that's gone. But people like him is what she aligned herself with. People who think that her blackness makes her less of a human being, less intelligent than any white person could be. It's time for cats like Nick Fuentes to find a real job. When you go over to his stuff, because I make my videos straight, no chaser. I don't like mix people's shit in with mine. When you go over and you check who Nick Fuentes is, if you don't already know, and listen to this dude speak, you realize you're talking to a loudmouth, ignorant bigot and a racist. Quick question before I go. Why do people who are obviously racist hate being called racist so much? You know what I mean? This dude slobbing out the mouth, dragging his knuckles on the ground, hunched over. Racist. Bigoted, ignorant, moron. That's all Nick Fuentes is. Him and everybody who think like him, really. You know what I mean? Me, I know that race is basically now a human construct. And anybody that, spend any time in biology class knows that race is a human construct. But it's a construct nonetheless. So if we're going to roll with that, where in the color spectrum does your intelligence begin to shift? From really, 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 really intelligent to really, 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 really ignorant. Where does that shift happen? Does it happen when you like Barack Obama complexion? Or does it happen when you like my complexion? Where does that shift happen? I want Nick Fuentes to show me. I want any of them to show me. Because they always think that, black people, we get our jobs and we get places and we accomplish things because people lowered the standard. I want somebody to show me an example of where the standard was lowered. I ain't talking about that bullshit affirmative action, blah, blah, blah. That's all bullshit. That all went to white women and minorities. That didn't come to us. I want to see an example of that. What that dude Charlie Kirk said, that white supremacist Charlie Kirk said, when he get on an airplane and he see a black pilot, he started to wonder whether the dude is qualified or not. How the fuck did the dude get his pilot license? What they got? 2 separate tests? Show me an example of the test they give to white people and the lower, easier test that they give to black people. Show me. You can't show me because the shit don't exist. And these motherfuckers is just up here blowing this ignorant ass shit out into the atmosphere and into the ether. And ignorant people just like them eat that shit up. So for Nick Fuentes and people who think like him, all I can say is y'all some pathetic individuals. Some pathetic individuals, and sooner or later, y'all that hustle y'all running is gonna be over with as well. Just like black people who get on in social media and talk greasy about other black people to make money. Y'all doing the same shit, but that hustle gonna be over with. It is, because people gonna get tired of hearing it, because y'all ain't doing nothing but bringing goddamn bullshit into the discourse. Bullshit into the discourse. And I, for one, am tired of hearing it. Thanks for coming by listening to me talk my shit. hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I will catch you on the next one. TC, and I'm out. Peace.